My wife and I just picked up some new microphones. It's a DJI Mic 2. So this is kind of a test video, see how we like it, see if we need to make any adjustments to it. Slap that bad boy on. Let's get to it. So I made a video recently talking about how I felt like it was time to upgrade my bike and kind of put together a list of 3 or 4 bikes that I was trying to keep an eye on the used market. I didn't really want to spend any more than about $2,000 on a bike, so I knew that primarily I'd be looking at used bikes to get the best bang for my buck. So I ended up finding this bike on Facebook Marketplace. The guy was willing to meet me in Austin. I think he had about an hour drive on the opposite side of Austin. So after a little bit over an hour and a half worth of driving, I finally got my hands on this bike. So let's go check it out. So that's the bike. It's a Commensal Meta TR29. I got it from a guy who bought it like halfway through 2023. Doesn't have a lot of miles on it. Doesn't have a lot of ride time whatsoever. It was in really good condition. I took it to Bear Mountain right after I got back and had them do a full suspension tune-up on it and get it set up for me. And I took it to the trails immediately. Now, my first impressions of the bike were just that it rode super smooth. I had a really good time riding it. I didn't have much time that day. I just hit a couple of trails and then put the bike back on the car and went back home. Actually, I was so excited to ride that bike. I didn't even film for this video prior to riding. As soon as I got back to Cameron Park, I just went and started riding. So I just want to talk a little bit about the components of the bike, and then I have some footage of some of the trails I rode. If you guys are interested in seeing kind of how this bike feels, I'm going to do some comparison videos compared to my Diamondback A-Tros 2. So I got a lot of videos coming out soon, riding in Cameron Park, plans to go back to Spider Mountain, probably hit up some Arkansas trails if I go back to visit my family sometime soon. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of those videos. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome and it helps me out a ton. But like I said, let's get into the specs of this bike and then I'll show some more footage of me riding the bike. Fox 36 Performance float forks, 150 millimeters of travel, and they feel absolutely amazing. The guys at Bear Mountain tuned these up perfectly for me. They did some research on how the bike should be set up, and especially for my rider weight. In the rear, you got 140 millimeters of travel on a Fox Float DPS. Also with this one, there's more adjustments to it that I can do compared to what I had on my Diamondback bike. And so it just feels like it responds to me and the trail just absolutely seamlessly. It just works. So the drivetrain is a Shimano SLX 1x12. It feels a lot better than my 1x9 that I had, the Shimano Alivio drivetrain on my Diamondback. So a big upgrade there as well. This bike also has Shimano SLX hydraulic disc brakes on them. They fit right along with the rest of the bike, and it just feels like a complete package when riding. So the tires that were put on the bike before, the rear is a Maxxis Dissector, and the front is a Maxxis Minion DHF2. They feel pretty good so far. They are wider than the Specialized ground controls that I had, so it does feel quite a bit different. But, you know, I think it's just something to get used to, and I won't really have much of a problem. I know those tires are very popular and have great reviews, so I'm excited to have a bike that has a lot of these components that seem like the general consensus is these are good things to have on your bike. They will be solid components for you to ride for a long time, and you can depend on them. So very excited to see how all that turns out for me. Go ahead and hop into some POV footage. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm absolutely pumped about this bike. I cannot wait to put some more time on it. I'll most likely be hitting up Cameron Park and Spider Mountain in the next week or two. So stay tuned for those videos. If you aren't subscribed to the channel and you want to see those, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on those videos. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what kind of bike you ride. If you got a new bike recently, why you went with it, or if you've been riding it for a while, what you love about it. I'd love to hear back from some of you guys about why you went with the bike you went with. I am trying to swap over to posting 2 videos per week. I used to post every Friday. I'm going to be trying to post every Wednesday and Saturday. So I hope you guys are just as excited about some more videos as I am, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, see you guys out there on the trails.